ABC Sports presents high school basketball. Tonight's game is brought to you by Patriots Buckeye Mutual Insurance, Doan Ford, WB Green Insurance, and West 40 Auto Sales.
All right, again, everybody, welcome to Tuesday night high school boys basketball from the power plant. Philo High School tonight. The Electrics take on the Maysville Panthers. Philo 4-6 on the year, 4-2 at home, 1-4 in MVL play. Maysville 6-3 overall, 3-2 in MVL play, 2-2 away. The good news for Philo, coaches, they have won 3 in a row, have the Electrics.
I see that you have put that stat in front of me, and the last time we were here and we were doing a game from Philo, I was a little skeptical about wins. But they have wins over Bern Union, Crooksville, and Edison. And all of those were outside of Crooksville, perhaps, was pretty decisive for them. So I guess what I'm saying is I don't know what to expect tonight.
Well, you know, I guess when you look first at Maysville, Coach, this is an up and down the floor team, very similar to the team you're talking about in John Glenn where we were here. And the Muskies used that full court pressure and just built up that enormous lead. It was over by, the end of the first quarter.
Yeah, it was a running clock in the second half.
Basically, I think you're going to see that same game plan tonight from Maysville. They play a similar styles. So you've got on one hand, Coach, Philo probably feeling confident winning 3 in a row, but Maysville coming in knowing that their style does not fit well with what Philo does.
We'll see how that plays out.
Yeah.
I know that Maysville, I'm not sure how many kids they lost to graduation. We saw them play last year. I believe they got advanced. Did they not advance to the regional?
Yeah, they are a good program.
And we'll see how they've reloaded here. I see only 4 seniors and about 6 sophomores and 1 junior on their roster. So I guess we're say maybe a little young.
In spots.
Yeah, a little young in spots.
But the big guy for Maysville is Alex Bob, averages 25 points a game and 4.5 rebounds per game. I think it'll be interesting to see how Philo defends him, knowing that he's a scorer.
Well, and I'm looking at the stats here for Philo, and they have almost 4 kids averaging in double figures. And that, if from a coach's point of view, that's what you like to see, is 4. Technically, like to have all 5 kids in double figures, but when you have 4 kids that average double figures, that should constitute some wins.
Yeah, and balance.
Yes.
You win basketball games sometimes with that one great player. Yeah, I get it, but most of the time, the best teams have a lot of balance on their team. Well, that 4 guys and the other young man that Philo's throwing on the floor, they're led by Rusty Trout, a freshman at 12 points per game. Drew Wright's at 11 points a game and also averages around 9.5 rebounds per game. Cooper Radcliffe's at 11.2 points per game and 5.5 rebounds. And Talon Preston, the one that Coach was talking about, just right there at 9.9 points per game. And they rounded out with Malachi Strickland, 5.5 points a game. So the bulk of Philo's scoring comes from 4 of the 5 starters. They average 57 points a game. So when you look at them all together, John, they don't get a lot of balance or scoring from the bench. They're going to have to score from the starters.
Yes. Yeah, do not have much coming in to pick up the pieces if their starters get in foul trouble. Just some general observations here that the MVL, of course, I was just looking at the games that these teams have lost on the road. Mm-hmm. And the MVL is the league that you definitely, when you go on the road, you better lace them up. because I don't care if you're playing the last place team. You play on the road, you're going to get a ball game. So, it's just a very well-balanced league, and if you're going to win the league or you're going to finish in the upper echelon, you're going to have to win games on the road.
Yeah, very, very tough to win
on the road here.
Yep. So for Coach Jason Trout and the Philo Electrics, they have played two common opponents. Philo lost to Tri-Valley 76-41, and they lost to Zanesville 67-38, where meantime, Coach, Maysville lost to Tri-Valley in a close one, 53-50 on the road, naturally, and they beat Zanesville 56-40. So that kind of gives you a little bit of an idea of strength of the power rating, so to speak, for Maysville. And I would say they're ranked power rating very high.
Yeah, I would, not knowing everybody in the MVL very well, but I would rate Maysville, definitely in the top 4.
Yeah,
definitely. And I was down at Marietta last Friday night and saw Marietta beat Fort Fry, and they were playing John Glenn the next night, and I was telling my son and some of them down there, well, you guys should be all right against John Glenn, and Marietta goes to John Glenn and gets beat by 20.
Yeah. Well, John Glenn, as we have seen right here on this floor, as we talked about, they're a good basketball team, as is Tri-Valley, and we're going to find out about Maysville, but we think coming in, they're a pretty good team. The Panthers average 68 points a game under Coach Dave Brown, and they surrender just 48 points a game. So this is a team that can not only light it up, they play pretty good defense, Coach.
Yeah, and that's what you got to have carry you on the road is your defense. And if you can get a good defensive effort, you're going to have a chance to put together some wins. So, otherwise we just phone them in. That's why we're here tonight to bring this one to you, see how it plays out.
Absolutely. We talked about Alex Bob from Maysville a minute or so ago with the great numbers, but Gator Nichols, the point guard, he's outstanding, just a sophomore. He averages 10.5 points a game and leads the team in assists at over 4 a game. So he's a guy who really controls things for Maysville.
He can be a tempo controller, and with a name like Gator, he better be tough.
Yeah.
I hope his parents aren't listening. We're not
they're going to come and take a bite out of you, pal.
Yeah, we'll look like a Florida Gator before it's over.
I didn't say that. So we're at Philo, where the Philo Electrics are going to host the Maysville Panthers. We're going to take a break. When we come back, we'll have the starting lineups and some other pregame information. So once again, it's high school basketball, the Maysville Panthers and the Philo Electrics from Philo. Stick around. We'll be right back.
AVC Technical Services has earned a reputation for quality PC and IT services. Contact us today and experience the difference. avctechnicalservices.com.
I'm not buying till I check Don't Vote.
Most of us are faced with uncertainty every day. Your job, your finances, sporting events, schooling for your children, and so much more. With so much uncertainty surrounding you, there's one auto dealership that you can be certain about, and that's Doan Ford. You can be certain that you'll always get a great deal and the best service afterwards. In business for nearly 60 years has given Doan Ford the reputation of being a strong, reliable dealership. Be certain. Choose Doan Ford. Online at DoanFord.com. Now located at 16050 McConnellsville Road in Caldwell, Ohio, Patrons Buckeye Mutual Insurance Company is a mutual insurance company established in 1896 for the purpose of providing insurance coverage to rural Ohio. They offer a product to meet your insurance need, whether it's for a farm, rental dwelling, home in town, secondary or seasonal dwelling, churches, or mobile home. They partner with Grinnell Mutual Insurance Company from Iowa to offer liability coverage to package with their Patrons Buckeye Mutual policy. Call today, 740-305-5121, and follow them on Facebook at Patrons Buckeye.
How can you select from insurance companies offering you lizards or ducks? When it comes to protection for your home and auto, you want a company that provides quality insurance products and personalized, fair, friendly claims service. WB Green Insurance represents Westfield Insurance. Their reputation is based on sharing knowledge and building trust. Westfield has been around the neighborhood over 150 years. WB Green Insurance welcomes the opportunity to quote your home, car, and business insurance. Don't be fooled by lizards and ducks. Call 439-1329.
I was sitting in my car and it wouldn't start. I lifted the hood and the engine was falling apart. What would I do? My eyes filled with tears. Then on the radio I heard of West 40 by Pay here, where for a little money down and a little each week, I could have a car, nice, shiny, and sleek. So I walked in the door and I put the money down. Now I got a nice car that I can drive around. West 40 by Pay here will help rebuild your credit. The corner of Dewey and Route 40 in Cambridge, don't you forget it.
West 40 Auto Sales, corner of Route 40 and Dewey Avenue in Cambridge, is home of the guaranteed credit approval, with most loans approved while you wait. Go to their website to fill out an online loan application, west40autosales.com. You'll also find their weekly special listed there.
You're listening to high school basketball on 107.9, 98.5 Nash Icon, WILE Cambridge.
And we are back here at Philo High School. Let's take a look at the starting lineups.
Okay.
For Philo, they will be in the home white. They will have the gold trim and blue numerals. And for the Maysville Panthers, they will be in their traveling gold with blue numerals and trim. For Maysville, under Coach Dave Brown, they'll go with Gator Nichols, a 5'10 sophomore, Wes Armstead, 5'11 senior, Alex Bobb, their leading scorer, is 6'1 senior, Jordan Watson, a 6'2 sophomore, and Kane Rohrig, a 6'5 sophomore. For the Electrics, they'll line up this way. Talon Preston, a 6'1 junior, Cooper Radcliffe, a 5'11 junior, Malachi Strickland, a 6'1 junior, Drew Wright, a 6'2 senior, and Rusty Trout, their leading scorer at 12 points a game, is a 5'9 freshman. So, John, we expect Maysville to come out, pressure the basketball, try to make it an up-tempo game. For Philo, my guess would be this week they worked a lot on that press offense, and I think we'll probably know early, once we get over the nerves and the start of the game, just exactly how Philo is going to perform.
Well, the last game we did, Philo had 27 turnovers, and I'm sure the coaches, I'm sure Dave Trout has worked on that to cut down the number of turnovers. So, yeah, you have to pretty well think that Maysville is going to try pressure to keep the turnovers coming. You wonder, Philo.
Yeah, you wonder too, how will Philo guard the big guy from Maysville, Alex Bobb, 25 points a game. I don't care who you're playing for or against. That's a lot of points. So I would guess Philo will probably come out in man, and my thinking would be Drew Wright, the 6'2 senior, would most likely be on him.
Well, the last game we did, Drew Wright got in foul trouble against a big man from John Glenn. So, and again, that's something that can be worked on in practice, and I'm sure they've done that. So we'll see how well the lessons sink in.
Yeah, we're getting the starting lineups announced. Maysville has had their team announced, and they are on the floor waiting, and Philo is being introduced. So again, the Philo Electrics, having won 3 in a row, they come into this home-standing contest with some confidence. As Coach mentioned, I'm sure they've done some good work on the press offense, knowing that what Maysville's going to bring to the table is certainly a lot of pressure. So we will find out here as we are awaiting the tip of the basketball. Both teams have been introduced, and we are ready to go. Jumping for Philo will be Drew Wright. And we're not yet into the circle for the Panthers. We await their starter at the center jump.
That looks like Alex. Is that Alex Bob stepping into that?
Nope, that is going to be, Alex Bob.
Yeah, Alex Bob stepping in to play that role.
Yeah, interesting situation. The two big guys, 164, 165, are kind of on the wing.
Yeah.
in the away from the jump circle.
But somebody has to tip it off.
Yeah, Alex Bob goes up against Drew Wright, as we mentioned. Should be an excellent matchup there. So Philo going left to right along your radio dial and TV set. Maysville will be going right to left. We are underway, tip controlled by Philo. And that is Cooper Radcliffe, and he is harassed right away by Jordan Watson. Philo in the man-to-man, down into the low post. To right, shot up, no good. Rebound fought for, it belongs to Wright. Wright in the corner will kick it back out to Radcliffe. Radcliffe over to Trout. Trout right to left dribble, goes to Malachi Strickland. He picks up his dribble, nowhere to go, back to the other high post, and a give and go back door doesn't work. Turnover Philo, and here come the Panthers, and they throw it out of bounds.
Yep, right through the hands of Wes Armstead.
So Bob comes down with the ball in transition.
Here's the man-to-man pressure you talked about.
Yep, it's going to be straight man, it looks like. We'll see how much they double team, how much they need to double team.
Yeah.
Right now it looks like a 1-2-2 set, doesn't it?
Yep, and there's the steal.
The steal, and Bob gives up nicely. Shot up and good, and a basket. Bob comes up with the steal. 3-point play try coming for Gator Nichols. Personal foul goes against
number 24, Jordan Watson.
Malachi Strickland for Philo on the foul. And free throw by Nichols. Got it. 3-0. Maysville on top early. Press stays. And no double team, just straight man.
Straight man, let's see if they jump and run out of it.
And Philo taking their time. It's Radcliffe across the timeline. There's the double.
The jump.
And that's big trouble for Philo. And nearly a steal, then thrown away. And here comes Maysville back the other way. And there is Nichols. He will go to the top and now to the corner. Drive on the way, and then a kick back for the Panthers. And with the basketball is back with Nichols. He will drive inside, have it rejected, and then a three-point play, a shot. That's a bomb that time by Wes Armstead. He got the long rebound. There's the double again, nearly another steal. Here comes Trout back to Strickland. Strickland drives inside. That's a good.
They call a block.
That's our friend Dave Davidson on a
he's going
tough
to
call.
Out of the block.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's.
It's a good thing we like Dave.
Yeah.
Otherwise, we'd have a few words with him.
Yep. Coach Dave Brown having a few words with Tom Moore. He did not agree with the call.
Personal foul goes against Maysville. First free throw is made by Strickland.
Yeah, that's
puts them on the board.
That foul was on Jordan Watson.
Second free throw's also good. So 5-2. Philo sprints back.
Gator Nichols picked up the fouls.
Back into the man-to-man are the Electrics. With the basketball is Wes Armstead. Goes to the top for Nichols. Nichols gets the screen, drives inside, European step, no good. Offensive rebound inside, and then a foul call. Called by the outside official. Yep. And Drew Wright picks up his first personal, team second here in the first quarter. 6:12 to go. Maysville looking for the inbounds pass. There it is. There's the shot for three. It's perfect. That's a pair of threes for Wes Armstead.
Yep, both from the same spot.
Philo in trouble again on another double team. They get out of it. Strickland across the floor to Radcliffe. Radcliffe throws it away. And here comes Maysville back the other way, up 9-2. And they have the basketball.
There's the high ball screen.
Yep. Shot on the way. It's perfect.
Wow.
That's Alex Bob. That's our guy.
Timeout, Philo.
Yeah, Coach, 12-2. We'll keep it right here. It's going to be a 30-second timeout. This is so much like what we saw from Philo against John Glenn a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
A combination of guys hitting it early on the shots, but also the ball pressure, not letting Philo get into any kind of offensive rhythm.
That's very correct. Yeah, Philo right now is discombobulated. Yeah, they have no rhythm, nothing. That's a good timeout by Coach Trout to try to settle this down because I'm sure they've worked on this, but no matter what, you cannot duplicate in practice what you get during game conditions.
Yeah, and honestly,
and that's what they're seeing.
Honestly, most of the time it's because you're going against your JVs or your second team, and there's such a huge
difference
in talent.
Yes,
that it's tough.
Yeah, you just can't duplicate it.
Maysville, plays straight up man. There's the double across the timeline. Radcliffe picks up the dribble, goes to Strickland. He'll shoot the three, no good. Rebounded loose on the floor, picked up by Maysville. And Alex Bob over to Gator Nichols. Nichols to the corner, bomb on the way, perfect.
Wow.
That is Wes Armstead with his third triple of the first quarter. It is 15-2. And here comes Strickland to the corner, back on top. It's Radcliffe. He will drive in and kick it away. So back to Maysville.
And as we talked about in the beginning, the turnovers are beginning to mount for Philo. 5 already.
Yeah, it looks like they're going to pick up some full court pressure.
Too.
And I'm not sure if you want to get Maysville on the run, Coach.
Not right now.
Get back and play some defense.
Yeah.
You don't want to get into a running match with these guys. Philo will settle back. Almost looks like a boxing one, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does.
On
Bob.
On Bob, yeah. I'm thinking it's a boxing one set. Well, here's Armstead on top, and then the drive inside. Shot up is no good, but a foul drawn by Jordan Watson. He'll go to the line for a pair. So Coach Trout out of the timeout goes to the boxing one. I'll tell you what, I'd maybe think about a triangle and two on Wes Armstead and Bob.
Coach Dave Brown calls out some instructions on what to do against the what I call a maverick defense.
Yeah, he'll go to his man offense, I'm sure.
Yeah.
First free throw is up by Watson. So, any kind of combination defense. Drew Wright, by the way, has 2 personal fouls. That's all Philo
needs. That's what happened the last game we had. He got in early foul trouble.
Yeah. But, you go with your man offense when they play the combo defense. Second free throw is good. Maysville 17-2. They stay with the pressure. Here comes Radcliffe. He will drive the length of the floor inside, draw the contact. So,
that's going to be on Rory, I believe.
Yeah, Cooper Radcliffe on the drive. He should go to the line for a pair. Personal foul goes against Jordan Watson. That's his first, team second. And a couple of free throws coming for Cooper Radcliffe. First one's good. Philo has not scored a field goal.
They have not.
They are 3 of 3 from the free throw line at the 4:37 mark. 17-3. Maysville lead. Substitution for the Panthers. That's Cohen Fink coming in. Second one's also good. So 4 free throws for Philo on the board. And Philo settles back into the man. That's Gator Nichols on the right side. And looks for a screen from Bob. Drives inside. Kick to the corner. 3 ball on the way. And no good that time by Armstead. Offensive rebound knocked around, and it's knocked out of bounds by the Electrics. Coach Brown up off the bench for Maysville, not happy.
He's in the ear of Tom Orr.
That's Radcliffe being guarded by Armstead. And be careful of a 10-second count here. And we're going to get a player control foul.
Yep.
Boy, that's just great defense by Armstead.
Yep. He had
position. Philo cleared everybody out, saying, okay, Cooper, you're our guy. You got to go by one guy. And he he didn't unfortunately get it done. Personal foul goes against Philo. That's their fourth here in this first quarter. With the basketball is Alex Bob. Bob with the three and has it stolen away. Here comes Radcliffe back the other way.
And made it.
So Cooper Radcliffe has 4. It's 17-6. And Alex Bob with the basketball. Drives to Gator Nichols. Nichols back inside and then back outside for the Panthers. Wes Armstead, 3 on the way. No good. Offensive rebound up and in. Good basket that time by Jordan Watson. Here comes Philo and Rusty Trout. Trout in the corner. Nowhere to go. Now spin dribble. Goes back inside. Shot up and in. And that is Camden Stoner, who came in for Drew Wright. 19-8. 3 minutes to go here in the first quarter. That's Alex Bob. Bob all the way to the basket. No good, but he draws the foul. Yeah, the other thing Maysville does very well, they get those outside ball screens and they just go.
Yeah, they get their head and shoulders around you, and you're in trouble if you're the defense. And you better have good help side.
Personal foul goes against Talon Preston, and will send Bob to the line for a couple of free throws. First one on the way, good. Give him 4 now. And the lead at 20-8 in favor of the Panthers. One more coming for Bob. Second one. Good.
Yep. Shooters roll.
And back to the press. And now Philo will get some help with Malachi Strickland. He is double teamed. That's an easy steal. And then a shot for the 3 by Gator Nichols. No good. Rebounded by Rusty Trout. Trout comes back the other way, full speed ahead, shot up off the glass, no good. Rebounded by Gator Nichols. Here comes Maysville on the break, and it's Nichols left to right, crossover dribble, back to the corner. 3 ball on the way is good. That is Jordan Watson, and a timeout by Philo. It's 24-8. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be back in less than a minute.
Your home and your car are likely your 2 biggest investments. Protecting them from unexpected damage is a prime concern to WB Green Insurance. They are proud to represent Westfield Insurance, a financial service organization that provides insurance products for your home, auto, and business. Sharing knowledge, building trust is Westfield Insurance's pledge to their customers, along with personalized claim service that's fast and friendly. To learn how Westfield can help with your insurance needs, talk to WB Green Insurance today.
We are back, and Coach, interesting observation, I think, from your perspective is for the Electrics, and you know offense so well, is maybe they're just a little bit ahead of themselves trying to run up and down the floor with these cats from Maysville.
Well, I kind of surmised that in the first game that we did with Philo here against the John Glenn Muskies, that the Electrics were just not in control of what they wanted to do on the floor. They got themselves so speeded up that consequently offense just didn't materialize.
Well, coming out of the timeout, Philo is going to face a just straight man-to-man by Maysville, no press. They will go on top to Rusty Trout. He will throw it across floor. It just a steal, easily steal by Bob.
That's just...
Bob back the other way, goes to Gator Nichols. Nichols drives, kicks it back on top to Wes Armstead. Back over to Nichols. He drives with the left hand inside, and we're going to get a hold.
That's on Trout.
Yep, going against Trout. And that will put the Panthers back to the line.
For 2 shots for the last 2 minutes of this quarter.
Gator Nichols has 3 on a 3-point play. Has a couple of throws here with 1:57 to go. First one on the way is good. Maysville shoots free throws very well, by the way, Coach.
Yep.
They are 6 of 6 here in this first quarter. Hope I didn't jinx the guy.
Nah, there's no such thing.
All right, well, he made it, so I feel better. I don't want him calling me up.
Yeah.
26-8. Maysville, no double team. They'll just play straight man. Boy, that's Armstead all over Radcliffe. And I think we're going to get a little cheapy called against Maysville. But, boy, I like this Maysville team, Coach. They they're not real big. No. But they're very athletic, are they not?
Yeah, they're athletic. They've got quickness, and they're all about the same size.
Let's see. With Philo and Rusty Trout gets bumped. And that personal foul goes against Cohen Fink, and that is his second here in the first quarter. Yeah, he will be replaced by Kane Rohrig. So the big guy for Maysville does re-enter the lineup. Also coming in is Sam Scott for Maysville. So a couple of subs for the Panthers. And out of bounds underneath their own. Well, Armstead's going to take a seat for Maysville. That's a break for Philo.
Yeah.
Boy, that guy can bust it. In the corner is Preston. Drives baseline. Shot up, no good. Rebounded by Scott. And here comes Bob. Long three, no good. Rebounded off to Cooper Radcliffe. Here comes Philo, and too fast.
Yep, and again, way ahead of themselves.
Yeah.
Yeah, Philo right now needs good offensive possessions.
Yeah, especially in the sense that Maysville's not pressing; they're just playing straight half-court man. Go ahead and run some ball screens. Try to use some high posts, some shuffle cuts, some other kinds of things, just to try and get a good look.
Yes, and make Maysville play some defense.
Yeah, that's Bob. Right-handed dribble to the corner. Nichols shot's good for three.
Boy, if they burn him.
29-8.
6 threes in this quarter for Maysville.
Rusty Trout backs up the dribble. Nearly another steal. Goes inside. Shot up by Preston. Good, and he draws the contact and the foul. So Talon Preston will go to the line for a three-point play opportunity. They needed that.
Yes.
That goes against Alex Bob. That's his first. And one free throw coming for the Electrics. 49 seconds to go here in the first quarter for Philo. Shot, front iron, no good. Rebounded off to Alex Bob. And Bob ahead to Nichols. That's Gator Nichols on the right side. Maysville looks like they're going to play one shot. With 35 seconds to go here in the first quarter, they lead 29-10. Now Nichols with the dribble being guarded by Cooper Radcliffe. Now we'll go to the left side, and he will kick over to Jordan Watson. Watson back over to Alex Bob, down to 15. Bob really being harassed. Steps on the timeline. Yep.
Oh, it got a foul.
Oh, my goodness.
Bailed out.
Yeah, Bob had stepped on the timeline.
Yeah, but they evidently, Tom Orr ruled that the
just
shove.
Just before, yeah.
Yeah, the shove caused that. So
a couple of free throws coming for Alex Bob.
Wes Armstead coming back in for Maysville, along with Rohrig.
Braden Bleakley on the personal foul for the Panthers. Gator Nichols will sit down for a second. Cade Rock will enter the lineup. And 2 free throws coming for Bob. First one's good.
That's the second one. He made both.
I'm sorry. You are correct, sir. 31-10, and Maysville, just for good luck, is going to put the press back on with 12 seconds. And
Philo using their big man now.
Yeah, to try on the press offense. That's Talon Preston. Preston across the timeline, and he is fouled.
Yep, that's
a silly foul.
Silly foul there.
Maysville.
Yeah. Jordan Watson. Yeah, that ill-advised at best.
Yeah, with 2 seconds to go, you're going for a steal.
Yeah.
And that puts Talon Preston back at the line for a couple. So Philo hopefully can get a couple of free throws here. We watch Coach Brown, not real happy about that trip for his defense. Preston's first one's good. He has 3. And he'll get one more. Will Talon Preston, the 6'1 junior. Has 3 points in this first quarter. Second one. Good. In and out and in. So that's going to end the first quarter with Bob launching at the buzzer. Boom. And after one quarter, it is all Maysville 31-12. We'll be back in a minute.
These statements have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease.
What's up?
I'm tired of feeling so bloated.
That used to be me. Then I got this.
Align Bloating Relief plus food digestion. A probiotic, right?
Yeah, it works naturally with your gut to help soothe occasional bloating and gas. Plus, it has vitamin B12 to aid digestion by helping convert food to cellular energy. 2 benefits, 1 capsule.
Align Bloating Relief plus Food Digestion from the #1 doctor-recommended probiotic brand. Get $5 off at alignprobiotics.com.
You still thinking job change in the new year?
Yeah, I need something that's in high demand and more stable in this economy.
IT?
Yeah, cybersecurity, maybe even AI.
That's what I did.
Really? How?
Went to My Computer Career. You don't need any prior experience, and you could start your new career in a matter of months. A lot of IT pros go to school there, too, to level up.
Sweet. Are classes online or on campus?
Both.
Wow, I'll check it out. Thanks.
Make this your year. Take the free career evaluation now at mycomputercareer.edu. Financial aid is available for qualified students, including the GI Bill.
Okay, Coach, 31-12 after the first period, and we talked about it in that first quarter. Philo having trouble against the press for Maysville, #1, #2, is they just haven't settled in to any kind of an offense.
No, and Maysville applying the pressure to make sure they don't settle in to any kind of an offense, as they forced 9 turnovers in that first quarter. So, kind of.
That's tough.
That's not good.
Yeah, and they also banged down 6 triples.
Yes.
That'll help you, too.
Yes.
It's Gator Nichols with the basketball. He is being guarded by Rusty Trout. He went scoreless in that first quarter for Philo. Shot cross court. I should say long pass cross court.
Yeah, that was not a good pass.
Another
foul on Maysville.
Yep. That's Cade Rock's first personal, first of the second quarter. So ball back to the Electrics. And that's Wes Armstead back into the game with Cooper Radcliffe. Radcliffe drives to the right side, spin dribble, shot up, no good. Rebound knocked around on the floor, still loose on the floor. Diving forward are the Electrics, and then picked up by Philo. Shot up and good.
Boy, glad you're happy to see that rewarded. Yeah, as
Braden Blakey, on a triple.
They just absolutely out-hustled Maysville on that.
Good job by the Electrics. That's inside, easy look. Nice pass by Gator Nichols to Kane Rourke. 33-15. Radcliffe across the timeline, gets a screen on top. Rusty Trout from the corner, good. Well, Philo lighting it up, back-to-back triples.
Coming out here and then start this second quarter with a little bit of life in the offense.
33-18. That's Gator Nichols driving, kick inside to the corner for Armstead. He is cold. I think he's missed 4 straight threes after nailing down 3 triples in a row.
Usually happens.
Things balance out. Nichols, he'll take the 3. No good. Rebounded off to Braden Bleakney. Ahead to Cooper Radcliffe. So the Electrics making some noise. He will go inside and be hammered. He'll go to the line.
Yep, as that foul is on Rory.
That's his first, team's second here in the second quarter. And Cooper Radcliffe will go to the line for a pair. So Philo has outscored Maysville 6-2 here in the second quarter. First free throw's good. He is 3 of 3 from the line. Is Cooper Radcliffe. Taking a seat would be Kane Rourke. Checking back into the lineup is Cohen Fink for Maysville. Second one's also good. And Philo creeping back in, 33-20. That's Alex Bob, left-handed dribble. Being guarded by Talon Preston, gets the screen, drives to the corner, kick over to Bob, back to the corner, long ball on the way, no good. Rebounded offensively by Nichols. He will drive inside, turn, kick over to Armstead. He'll go back to the corner. Long ball on the way, no good again by Fink. And offensively, Philo will have the basketball coming the other way, and it's good.
Nice.
And timeout Maysville. Braden Bleakney goes the length, and he has 5 here in this second quarter. So a 30-second coach timeout for Maysville. And what is going on?
Maysville is shooting the Philo Electrics right back into the ballgame. They're taking ill-advised threes, and they're not hitting right now. They got to realize that. They got to run their offense, look for some good shots. And I see this happen so many times with that three-point line. You know,
you absolutely fall in love with it, and it is your best friend, but
your
worst enemy.
Yeah, and right now the Maysville Panthers are struggling.
Yeah, you know, and they're so good with the basketball.
Yeah,
I think they can go inside and really get good looks. But yet they, again, and they're a good basketball team, let's face it. But, you know, you fall in love with that three and it's not hitting, you're in trouble.
Here comes a 1-3-1 trap, half court.
Yep, for Philo. And Maysville gets it across the timeline. That's Gator Nichols to Armstead. Looks like they're going to be in a zone, maybe?
Yeah, it's a 1-3-1 zone.
To the corner is Nichols. No good. Rebounded inside. Back to Nichols. He will go back to the corner and then back on top for Bob. Bob drives inside. He'll get a little bit of a push, and he gets bailed out.
Yep, that's on number 2, Talon Preston.
Yep, that's his second. Team second here in the second quarter. Inside will go to Bob on the set play, and it's good. Alex Bob.
That's what Maysville needs to do.
Cooper Radcliffe. Double teamed by Philo. Now Philo has the numbers, and Radcliffe puts up a shot. Ooh.
Almost went down.
Yeah, they're going to call player control on that.
What? Oh, okay. Oh, boy. Boy, wasn't much contact there, was there?
That's a tough call.
I didn't see the replay there.
Coach Trout wanting an explanation on that one. That's a tough call against Cooper Radcliffe. That's his second, so, boy, you wonder about that one. Nevertheless, you play on.
Yeah, boy, here we go.
Gator Nichols with the ball, 4:55 to go, 35-22. Philo has made a game of it here in this second quarter. They stay with that box and one on Bob. Bob does get it, though, and he'll pull from the baseline. Good.
Got it.
Whew.
Good shot.
Yeah, nice job. They stay with the press. Do the Panthers. Cooper Radcliffe double teamed at the timeline. Bounce pass to Stoner. He'll go inside and then back to the corner for Bleakney. Go! Braden Bleakney has 8 here in the second quarter, 37-25. To the corner, and then another 3-ball on the way. No good by Maysville's Jordan Watson. And rebound, oh my goodness. And then a 3-point shot by Gator Nichols, no good. And an offensive rebound by Watson, still no good, and the ball belongs to Philo.
See, there's the 2 3-point shots, and Philo's got a chance to get back points.
Musty Trout driving inside. He'll kick to Bleakney. Good! Braden Bleakney has 11 points here in the second quarter, and the lead is 9. Braden Bleakney, 5'10 senior, having a quarter of his life. Back the other way, bounce pass inside, and then back to the corner. Another 3-ball on the way. It's an air ball by Maysville, and rebounded off to Philo. You know, Maysville may need another timeout. They get it again. Back the other way comes Talon Preston. He'll draw the contact and go to the line for a pair. How about the Philo Electrics?
Well, they're taking advantage of being shot back into the ball game. Maysville is just flat out shooting them right into it.
That's going to be the 3rd personal on Jordan Watson for Maysville, so he'll have to come out. Talon Preston goes to the line for a pair. And the first one on the way, good.
And Howard, Maysville 0 for 7 from behind the 3-point line in his
second quarter. Yeah.
So that was a double-edged sword making those in the first quarter.
Yep. Malachi Strickland re-enters for Philo. Free throw no good, rebounded to Maysville. Here come the Panthers. That's Gator Nichols. Back to the corner is Armstead. Back on top is Cohen Fink over to Alex Bob. Bob drives inside, pulls from about 8, and gets exactly what Coach Seacrest is talking about. Little easy shots. Strickland in trouble on the double team, tries to dribble his way out, gets it, and has the basketball near the timeline, another double team. And here comes Philo with the basketball. And Strickland on top. Holds, and then gets some help from Slade Sprankle, just a freshman, over to Talon Preston. Preston got away with
He did get away with the push-off.
Yep, and Sprankle back with the basketball. And then a backdoor to Preston. There's that offense. There's that offense that Coach Seacrest is talking about. Run your offense. And going to the lineup. By the way, that is the third personal on Cohen Fink. And Talon Preston scored the basket. Go to the line for a free throw. So Maysville, 2 guys with 3 fouls, 39-31. Maysville on top. But keep in mind, this was a, 17-point ball game?
17-point ball game.
In the first quarter. Braden Bleakney's going to take a seat.
He gets a well-deserved hand from the Philo faithful.
I tell him, hey, put a towel on that because you're coming back in, dude. Free throw is no good. Rebounded on the floor to Alex Bob. Bob has 13. Looks back on top to Armstead. Armstead with the dribble. And then back to the right side in a corner kick to Nichols. He will go inside and then stolen away by Malachi Strickland. Here comes Rusty Trout. He will give a head to Slade Sprankle. He'll go inside and get hammered and draw the foul.
He did.
The smallest guy gets hammered by the biggest guy. I think that personal
That's on
foul.
Bob, his second.
They're going to call Bob, but hanging around in there was Rohrig at 6'5". Sprankle's about, 5'5"?
Yeah, he had Spalding on his forehead.
First free throw's good. 39-32. First point of the night for Slade Sprankle. And one more coming. Philo can creep within 6, and they do. 2 minutes to go, second quarter, 39-33. Philo scaring the haywire out of Maysville at this point. Here come the Panthers and Alex Bob. And he will draw the contact, go to the line. Coach Trout didn't like that call, and are they going to say in the act of shooting?
No. Should be on the floor. It's only the third foul on Philo.
Well, Talon Preston has 3 personals now. He'll have to take a seat. And here comes our man Braden Bleakney back into the game. Bob will be the inbounder for the Panthers. On top, it's Rohrig to the high post. Nearly a steal, but retrieved by Bob. Back to Gator Nichols. Nichols picks up the dribble, in some trouble, and what do we get? We get a timeout call.
Timeout, into the and Coach Trout not happy about that call, as they had a good trap on the Maysville Panthers, but Dave Brown got a timeout.
So the ball was at the high post, and the dribble had been picked up. Philo in a scramble defense where you just anytime, and this is something you've probably done, Coach, anytime they pick up their dribble, we're just going to go double. And when you get that kind of a scramble situation, anything can happen. Coach Brown, to his credit, alertly sees that, and that things were out of whack. He calls the 30. Good job. 39-33, Maysville will maintain possession. They lead by 6 with 1:37 to go here in the second quarter. You know, the officials have worked hard this game, John.
They have, yes.
This game
well, it's been wild and woolly, and they up and down, up and down. And somewhat physical.
Yep, inbound will be Gator Nichols. So probably look for Bob on some kind of set play. Instead, it'll be a 3-ball from the corner. It's an air ball by Cade Rock. And then Philo on the rebound. Here comes Bleakney across the timeline. All kinds of action. It will stay. Oh, that is Philo basketball. They're going to have to get some help on this one.
Yeah. Good. The officials get it under control.
And they check with each other. It is Philo basketball.
Because Dave Brown was standing out of bounds when the ball touched him.
Malachi Strickland over to Sprankle. 1:20 to go. Philo down 6 to the corner for Bleakney. He will drive baseline and knocks it off the hands of Cade Rock. So Philo will maintain possession. So for the Electrics, get a good shot.
Yes.
Get a good shot. You know, if you're down 2, 3, 4 maybe at the break, that's pretty good. Why risk it here? Malachi Strickland will be the inbounder for Philo. Officials letting Maysville know something's up somewhere and probably talking about physicality.
Yeah.
Inbounds pass to Bleakney. Bleakney, fadeaway shot, no good. Rebounded off to Maysville. So let's see what the Panthers do with a minute and a few seconds to go here in the second quarter. That's Alex Bob. He'll launch from 3, no good. Oh, offensive rebound by Armstead. Back to Nichols. Nichols drives, kicks to the corner. Armstead, long shot on the way is good.
And it's the first one they've hit.
Maysville needed that one. Yeah. And here come the Electrics back the other way. Shot up and good. 3-point play opportunity coming for Braden Bleakney as he is hammered going to the line for another one.
Blakely has really done a nice job coming off the bench to spark Philo's comeback.
Yeah, that's the second personal on Rock. And Bleakney goes to the line looking for his 14th point of the second quarter. Shot no good. Rebounded offensively by Malachi Strickland for Philo with 35 seconds to go. That's Rusty Trout. Gets the screen from Sprankle. Drives with the left hand. Shot up, no good. Rebounded by Armstead. Here comes Maysville back the other way. It's Gator Nichols, and he is fouled by Trout. Rusty Trout will have his second. Ball was loose in the midcourt area. So
it will be out of bounds.
So, no bonus yet for either team. With 27 seconds to go, 42-35 in favor of Maysville. Inside it goes to Bob. Bob holds from far from the basket. He drives on Bleakney, shot up. Good.
Oh, tough shot.
Yeah, and a good one.
Tough shot. Good defense, too.
Yep. So Maysville with a little bit of a run here in this last minute or so puts the lead back at 10 with 6 seconds to go. Here comes Malachi Strickland. He's going to have to shoot it from about 25. Shot up. No good. Wow, what a first half for both teams at the break.
Yeah.
It is Maysville on top of Philo by the score of 45-35 as Philo outscored Maysville in the second quarter, John, 23-14.
And just like that, it's 2024. The new year always comes so fast. The older I get, the simpler my resolutions are. Spending time with family, planning for retirement. But this year, I added Protect It All to the list. When my best friend suddenly lost her husband and seeing what her family went through, I realized how important life insurance is. We weren't covered, so I went to SelectQuote.com, and in minutes, we had quotes from multiple carriers. Then, an experienced licensed insurance agent helped us find the right coverage for our budget. I'm 40, and my $500,000 policy policy was only $16 a month. My husband's also 40, and his $500,000 policy was only $18 a month. And with their same-day coverage, there was no medical exam required, and we were covered by the time we hung up. The holidays were for family, but the new year, it's for protecting them.
Call SelectQuote at 1-800-309-9393 or go to SelectQuote.com to get your free quote. That's 1-800-309-9393. Details on example rate at SelectQuote.com.
From the Ohio News Network, this is the Ohio Education Association Tonight in High School Hoops. Now here's your host, Eric Reeser.
If you've been to a high school boys or girls basketball game recently, you might have noticed a student or students representing the school of the home team reading an announcement before tip-off, asking for fans in attendance to be courteous, kind, and respectful to everyone in the gym. The pregame addresses are only a small part of a larger initiative by the Ohio High School Athletic Association called Respect the Game. Initially launched in 2004, the program was designed by the OHSAA to address bad fan behavior. The program was relaunched shortly before the start of the 2023-2024 winter sports seasons and looks to continue into the future. I'll speak with Tim Street. He's the Media Relations Director for the OHSAA on the program and its relaunch next. This is the Ohio News Network.
Ohio has over 920,000 diabetics. If you are a diabetic, take a step in the right direction by having your feet checked routinely by a podiatric physician, the most qualified doctors to care for your feet. Adding a podiatrist to your healthcare team can help you better manage the effects of diabetes on your feet. Ohio Foot and Ankle Medical Association podiatric physicians are located throughout the state. For more information or to find a member of the Ohio Foot and Ankle Medical Association near you, visit associationsadvanceohio.com.
In Ohio, public education matters. And every day, Ohio's public school educators use their united voice to advocate for the supports and resources our public schools need so every child thrives. No exceptions. I'm Ohio Education Association President Scott Demaro, and on behalf of our 120,000 members, OEA is proud to sponsor tonight's game. Because great public schools are a winning playbook for Ohio, and Ohio is stronger when we stand together to cheer for our students' success.
This is ONN.
And I'm Eric Reeser. Tim Street is my guest. He's the Media Relations Director for the Ohio High School Athletic Association. And just before basketball season, the OHSAA announced they were relaunching a program from 2004 called Respect the Game. That was created to address bad behavior in athletic contests from players, coaches, officials, parents, and fans. And by now, you've probably been to a sporting event, maybe in this past year, where someone's acting up, maybe arguing with an official or a group of fans, or a coach, a player showcasing poor sportsmanship on or off the court. Tim says they've seen officiating numbers suffer because of bad behavior.
There wasn't a one specific act, but I think it was the culmination of a lot of things that came together. And honestly, the biggest thing we're looking at right now is the shortage in officials. And the number one reason why officials get out of the profession is because they're tired of bad behavior from fans. And, even coaches who are the ones that might get a technical, that's a relationship that our officials have with coaches. They navigate that throughout the game, but the fans are the ones that can really ruin a game. And so that's what we wanted to address first and foremost, because the game is for the kids. It's for the student athletes and the communities. When fans are way out of line, that can really ruin things. And then we don't have officials. And if you don't have officials, you don't have a game. So that was one of the biggest data points that we looked at when we wanted to do a relaunch, is to remind folks, hey, here's what you can and cannot do when you're watching a high school game. And we want to get people just reminded of here's why we play high school sports. It's not so that you can berate officials. It's so that the kids have an opportunity to represent their school, represent their community, and we're trying to get out more in front of it now with the relaunch, and so far we're off to a good start.
Tim adds that they hear more and more from their referees about fans behaving poorly, and says they think this relaunch will help remind people to treat everyone with respect.
A couple things we've tried to do is remind schools, have a point person in charge of the officials, and that's more than just bringing them a hot dog and a bottle of water. That is looking out for them, making sure their locker room is unlocked, being near them if they're in a high traffic area. So things like that is what we're seeing more of. One of the things we're also looking for is to get more schools having students read a public service announcement before the game on the microphone, which is really powerful. People stop and listen to that. And that's what we're actually in the process of gathering some video on that we're going to share out on our social media. So I think that'll be a really big component of the program moving forward.
My thanks to Tim Streed. For more information, visit ohsaa.org/respect-the-game.
Welcome back, everybody, to halftime here at Philo in the power plant. John Seacrest and Howard Twiggs, glad to be a part of your Tuesday evening. After one quarter, we thought it was going to be a quick night because Maysville bounced Philo to the tune of 31-12. And if it weren't for a couple of baskets late by the Electrics, it could have been even a bigger margin. But Maysville led by 19. Yet to end with one, and then guess what happens?
Yep, here comes Philo.
Yep, second quarter, the Electrics outscore Maysville 23-14 to make it a 10-point lead. And at one time, Philo had cut it, I think, to 4.
Right.
But then a little bit of a surge at the end by Maysville, led by Alex Bob, who made a couple of tough shots.
Oh, he did.
Those in that last couple of minutes.
Yeah.
Is the reason why this lead is the way it is. Bob, by the way, will get into the scoring. He averages 20 points a game, and he is well on his way there as he has 16 at the break. So what do we got numbers-wise, Coach?
Oh, boy. Well, turnovers were a big factor in the first quarter as Philo turned it over 9 times, but cut into that in the second quarter, only turned it over once. In that second quarter as they made that comeback, and Philo turned it over 3 times for a total now of 8 turnovers for for Maysville. But the big problem was Maysville shot selection in the second quarter as they really tried to up that lead by going to the 3-point line, and had it not been for Alex Bob hitting a couple in the last minute of the second quarter, this could have been a tie ball game.
Yeah.
And
Maysville made 6 threes in the first quarter, just 2 in the second. Go ahead, Coach.
Right. And so they end up 14 of 29 for 48%. Philo, not quite as many shots on goal. They were 10 of 18 for 56%. But 6 of their goals came from inside the paint. And they only took 7 out 3-point shots, and they were 4 of 7. So 3-point line good to Philo, not so good to the Maysville Panthers. So let's see what both coaches talked about at halftime here.
Both teams have re-entered the basketball court, taking their warm-ups, who are just a couple of minutes away from the start of the second half. Let's take a look at some numbers. First for the Electrics, Talon Preston had 7, 6 for Cooper Radcliffe, Malachi Strickland 2, Drew Wright did not score, Rusty Trout a triple for 3, Braden Bleakney off the bench with 13 points for Philo, and 2 for Slade Sprankle on a couple of free throws. For Maysville, 8 points for Gator Nichols, 12 for Wes Armstead, all threes. As we said, Alex Bob with 16. Cade Rock did not score. 7 for Jordan Watson, 2 for Cade Rorick. Cohen Fink did not score. Sam Scott did not score. So what do you look for here, Coach, in the second half?
Well, if I were Maysville, I'd try to go inside, but I'm not sure that that's in their playbook. I think that Maysville wants to continue going up and down the floor. And Philo, I'm sure he told them as they come out the door, cut down on the turnovers, take care of the basketball, and get some good shots, and let's make Maysville play some defense. We'll see.
Okay, we will find out. I believe Philo will have the basketball to start the second half. So.
They will.
Yep.
So Rusty Trout goes over to take the ball from young Mr. Orr.
And then Cooper Radcliffe to the high post, nearly stolen away by Jordan Watson, but knocked out of bounds. It will stay with the Electrics. Cooper Radcliffe will be the inbounder. We'll flip with Trout. Trout runs the baseline to the other side. And inbounds pass, nearly a steal. Yep, they did turn it over.
Yep.
Here comes a Maysville back the other way. It's Jordan Watson. Shot up is good. Nice European step by Watson. Maysville looks like they will go straight man. Rusty Trout being guarded by Gator Nichols. To the corner to Malachi Strickland. Strickland, left-handed dribble, drives to the other side of the floor, picks it up, goes back across the floor to Trout. Trout over to Radcliffe. He'll drive left, pick it up, and go to the high post to Drew Wright. Goes through his hands and picked up by Talon Preston. Preston, a cheapie on the floor, so he'll draw the contact. So both teams' original starting lineups for Philo: Talon Preston, Cooper Radcliffe, Malachi Strickland, Drew Wright, and Rusty Trout. For Maysville, Gator Nichols, Wes Armstead, Alex Bob, Jordan Watson, and Kane Rorick.
And Jordan Watson just picked up his fourth foul.
Yeah, he sits down for quite a while, I would think. That's Trout being guarded by Nichols to Radcliffe. Back to Trout. Trout in some trouble, spin dribble, goes to the high post, really being harassed, and then shuffle pass inside to Wright, up and in for this layup. Nice job.
Pass. Good job by the freshman.
47-37. Here comes Bob the other way. Foul on the floor will go against the Electrics. I've got a feeling, John, there are going to be some guys taking a seat in this one.
Yeah, one already has.
Foul goes against the Electrics. That's Malachi Strickland, his second. Inbounds pass stolen away. Here comes Rusty Trout. It's 2-on-3. He will drive, pick up the dribble, look inside. Nothing cooking, so he will go back to Malachi Strickland. Strickland will travel, yep. Tried to go a little shuffle on there on Gator Nichols. Boy, Nichols played good feet defense there, did he not?
Yeah, he had good position. Moved his feet and took away the lane.
47-37.
You play defense with your feet.
Maysville, yes sir. Maysville with the basketball. That's Bob on top and then swing it around. Bob looks to the baseline, not there. Gives it back to Armstead. Armstead drives inside with the left hand and good.
Good job. That's. See if they continue with that.
Yeah, he has 14 on a good drive. Trout to Preston. Dangerous time for the Electrics, down 12.
Yes.
Need a basket. Back the other way comes Preston to the corner. Strickland on the way. Got it. Malachi Strickland with a triple. He has 5. 49-40. Here comes Alex Bob. Drives to the right. Shot on the baseline. Good. Boy, he's a sweet-looking player.
Nice little, he'll create space for himself and hits a nice little fadeaway.
Excellent control of his body on that one. 51-40. Cooper Radcliffe drives to the right. Looks on top. He will settle things down. Try to run some offense over to Rusty Trout. Back to Malachi Strickland. Strickland over to Radcliffe. He will drive and kick. Stolen away. No, picked back up by Wright. And bumps his way in. Drew Wright has 4.
Right place, right time.
Yep, he has 4. It's a 9-point lead for Maysville. Nichols inside. Shot up. It's good by Kane Rorick. Nice job by Nichols.
Yeah, good dribble penetration that time.
Stolen away by Rorick, but he can't catch up with it. It will stay with the Electrics underneath the Maysville basket. And Philo hanging around, down 53-42. With this dead ball situation, Maysville has a chance to set up their press. They get it into Rusty Trout to the middle of the floor for Talon Preston. Preston crosses the timeline with the right to left dribble. Drives inside, shot up off glass, no good. Here comes Alex Bob with the rebound. And he looks inside, nice pass to Armstead. Armstead shot up and good. Great pass by Bob. And Philo now back on that on their heels again, Coach.
Yep.
Need a basket.
This time it's coming from Maysville in the paint.
Yeah.
Not from the three-point line.
Strickland inbounds pass to Trout. Trout double teamed, in trouble. Gets it over to Wright. Wright ahead to Radcliffe. Radcliffe to the corner. Talon Preston on the way, no good. Rebounded by Alex Bob. Here comes Maysville. It's Bob to Nichols. Nichols drives to the basket, scores. You are so correct, Coach. They are hammering them inside, are the Panthers. 57-42, 3:55 to go. Drew Wright on the baseline. Back to Malachi Strickland to the high post. And Wright over to Preston. Preston being guarded by Bob. Left-handed dribble to the basket. Shot up, no good. Rebounded by Alex Bob. And here come the Panthers again. Trying to stretch this lead. Is it now at 15? Bob, no good on a long triple. Rebounded by the Electrics.
Not sure that's what the Maysville Panthers needed on that shot.
Trout, runner on the way, no good. Rebound knocked around. It goes to Maysville. And here comes our guy, Braden Bleakney, into the lineup. He will replace
Malachi.
Yeah, Strickland. So Blakeney with 13 points in that second quarter for the Electrics. Gator Nichols will see Philo in the, I guess they box in one, they believe they are. Yeah, that box in one. Yep, there's Bob, gets away, gets the shot, it's a good one. Now he got away from the defense of Bleakney, and it's now 60-42, so Maysville putting it on him here in this third quarter. Shot up by Preston, no good, but he'll draw the contact on the foul.
Yeah, that's going to go against Fink, I believe.
If that's on Fink, it'll be his fourth, it is.
Yep, it is his fourth.
You know, he'll take a seat with 4 personals.
Maybe. Coach Brown
deciding,
yeah, right now he's in.
All right, he's in for a moment.
Yeah.
Free throw by Preston is good.
Yep, he's coming out.
And he will be replaced by Sam Scott for the Panthers, so taking a seat with the 4 personals. Second one, in and out, no good. Rebounded to Wright, lost it. Ahead to Armstead, over to Bob. Bob with the basketball, drives inside, up off glass is good.
Wow.
Tell you what else Maysville's done here in this quarter, John. Give it to your guy. Back the other way comes Preston on a run out, and it's good. 62-45, but yeah, Bob's had the ball in his hands a lot this third quarter. He'll take another 3, good.
Oh my, wow.
Yeah, he is lighting it up, and there's going to be a timeout on the floor. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back. It's 65-45.
I'm not buying till I check down for.
Most of us are faced with uncertainty every day. Your job, your finances, sporting events, schooling for your children, and so much more. With so much uncertainty surrounding you, there's one auto dealership that you can be certain about, and that's Doan Ford. You can be certain that you'll always get a great deal and the best service afterwards. In business for nearly 60 years has given Doan Ford the reputation of being a strong, reliable dealership. Be certain. Choose Doan Ford. Online at doanford.com. You're listening to high school basketball on 107.9, 98.5 Nash Icon, WILE Cambridge.
65-45 in favor of Maysville, and John, Alex Bob, 10 points this third quarter and 26 for the game. He's looking at a very big night.
He is having a big night, especially in this third quarter, and you know, by what Maysville come out and did in the first part of this third quarter, we're going inside with 7 baskets, 14 points inside. Now that frees Alex Bob up, and he's hit 2 out of 3 threes from outside.
What it allowed them to do really is get back into how they want to play, which is wide open up and down the floor and bang the 3.
So that's exactly what they have done, and they have went out to a 20-point lead.
Talon Preston crosses the timeline, goes to the corner. Drew Wright, 3 ball on the way is good. Yeah, Drew Wright has 7 here in this third quarter. 65-48. Philo still in the arena, but they're down by 17.
Yeah, just under 2 minutes to go here in the third quarter.
Armstead being guarded by Radcliffe. Back to Gator Nichols. He'll drive, kick to the corner, shot on the way, hits the side of the backboard, no good, but rebounded by Maysville. Here comes Gator Nichols back to the corner. Armstead long ball on the way is good. Wesley Armstead has 5 threes.
Yeah, it was off of the dribble penetration and kick it to the corner.
19 for Armstead. Bleakney inside to Preston. Preston last to touch it.
Last touched it, so
and back
turnover.
To Maysville. With 1:22 to go, 68-48 in favor. Now we're going to get another discussion as to who actually knocked it out of bounds.
Okay,
now
they've overruled it.
They're going to say...
they've overruled it.
So Philo will maintain possession underneath their own basket, down 20 with 1:22 to go here in the third quarter. Talon Preston will be the inbounder on a little box set. Lob pass stolen away. Here comes Gator Nichols, 1-on-2. Puts it up off glass. Score, draws the foul. Excellent body contact by Gator Nichols.
Yeah, worked right through the contact and got it up and in. And the Maysville kids, too, are deceptively strong.
Yeah.
They're able to fight through contact.
Rusty Trout picks up his 3rd personal, and Gator Nichols goes to the line. He has 12, looking for one more. On the way, front iron no good, rebounded by Cooper Radcliffe. Here comes Radcliffe the other way, off glass, and good. Nice job by Radcliffe of driving inside. Back the other way comes Armstead. Kick to the corner, back to Armstead. Armstead up and in. 72-50. Braden Bleakney with the basketball. Picks up the dribble. Gets some help from Cooper Radcliffe. Radcliffe double teamed, stolen away. Here comes Gator Nichols. Nichols up off the glass, no good, but rebounded up and in by Sam Scott for the Panthers, 74-50. All of a sudden, it's a 24-point lead. Double team on Cooper Radcliffe. Nearly a steal by Maysville, and now they do.
Yeah, and he walked.
Yep. And they were going to have another run out were the Panthers, and Coach Brown up off the bench applauding the defense of Sam Scott. So Philo will have the basketball with 23.5 seconds to go here in the third quarter. And boy, Maysville can just score baskets and quickly. Stolen by Nichols off the inbounds. Nichols has it for the 3, no good. Rebounded inside by Maysville, then stolen away by Philo. Here comes Trout. Trout back the other way, good. Rusty Trout.
Nice move by the freshman.
7 seconds to go here in the third quarter. One more shot coming for the Panthers. Bang! That's Gator Nichols at the buzzer, and wow!
Wow, daggers.
After 3, 77-52 in favor of Maysville, back in 60.
Now located at 16050 McConnellsville Road in Caldwell, Ohio, Patrons Buckeye Mutual Insurance Company is a mutual insurance company established in 1896 for the purpose of providing insurance coverage to rural Ohio. They offer a product to meet your insurance need, whether it's for a farm, rental dwelling, home in town, secondary or seasonal dwelling, churches, or mobile home. They partner with Grinnell Mutual Insurance Company from Iowa to offer liability coverage to package with their Patrons Buckeye Mutual policy. Call today, 740-305-5121, and follow them on Facebook at Patrons Buckeye.
Your home and your car are likely your 2 biggest investments. Protecting them from unexpected damage is a prime concern to WB Green Insurance. They are proud to represent Westfield Insurance, a financial service organization that provides insurance products for your home, auto, and business. Sharing knowledge, building trust is Westfield Insurance's pledge to their customers, along with personalized claim service that's fast and friendly. To learn how Westfield can help with your insurance needs, talk to WB Green Insurance today.
In that third quarter, Maysville outscored Philo 32-17. So, John, they were getting it up and getting it going.
They were indeed, and just a little bit of a chink in the offense. Let's get some points inside. Let's do that. Let's get some easy shots, and that's exactly what they did.
Alex Bob will have the basketball. He will be guarded by Talon Preston. He'll go to Gator Nichols. Looks for the screen from Scott, not there. Picks up his dribble back to Bob. Bob being guarded by Camden Stoner. Drives inside, draws the contact, and we'll have the first foul of the fourth quarter.
Yeah.
And that will go against the Electrics.
Yeah, that's
Slade Sprinkle. It's his first, team's first here in the fourth quarter. Nichols on the inbounds to Bob. Nearly a steal by Braden Bleakney, and he does come up with it. He will go back the other way, dish off to Preston, and Talon Preston makes the basket. Good job by Philo. Back comes Alex Bob and friends. Bob launches from three, in and out, no good. Rebound kicked around, picked up by Maysville. Nichols on the three ball, good, got the bounce.
Wow, yeah.
Strickland, the inbounder to Sprankle. Sprankle goes to the middle of the floor and Talon Preston. Coach Trout says, hey, let's get it up the floor. Preston drives left side, up off glass, and good. And here comes
nice
Maysville.
Screen that time to get Preston that basket.
Back the other way comes Gator Nichols. Nichols over to Armstead. Armstead on the baseline, shot no good. Rebounded to Armstead, shot up, and it's in. Wes Armstead has 23.
He does, yes.
Strickland. Left-handed dribble.
And they're going to get a foul on the floor.
Our friend Dave Davidson with the call there. It's a common foul. Personal goes against Maysville. And
that's, I believe that was on number one, I believe, yeah.
So the ball will be inbounded by Malachi Strickland. Stolen away, nope, stolen back by Philo. It's Bleakney. Bleakney, what do we got again?
They got a foul on the floor.
Another hold on the floor, so back-to-back fouls go against the Panthers. And that personal goes against Sam Scott. That's his first. Inbounds pass to Bleakney. Bleakney being guarded by Gator Nichols on top to Preston. Preston drives to the floor and gets it in. Talon Preston has 6 points here in this fourth quarter. 82-58. Alex Bob being guarded by Preston to the high post. Gets it back, and another little cheapie called on the floor.
Yep.
This could be a long night, Coach, if we're going to get a lot of touch fouls.
Yeah, Preston picks up that foul.
That's his fourth.
That's his fourth, yes. But he won't come out.
No, you got to have him. That's Scott over to Armstead, picks up his dribble. Back to Bob, shot on the way, no good. Rebounded by Malachi Strickland. Ahead to Preston, 2-on-1. Preston takes it himself up, no good. Rebounded and a foul. Foul goes against Stoner. That's Camden Stoner. That'll be his first. And Maysville will have the basketball back. 82-58, 5:50 to go here in the basketball game. Alex Bob has not scored here in this fourth quarter. He has 26, right at his average. However, Wes Armstead has certainly picked it up with 23. That's Gator Nichols, who's had a good night himself with 18. Bob to the corner, and then a drive up, no good. Missed the layup. Did Jordan Watson.
Yes, point blank.
Back to the Electrics. Personal foul goes against Maysville. We'll get a number on that Maysville player that we haven't been able to identify yet.
Maysville is
Number 1 is Gavin Ferguson.
Gavin Ferguson, yes.
Back the other way come the Electrics. No good, and rebounded by Gavin Ferguson. Ferguson ahead. It will go on the way inside. Personal foul called on the shot for Watson. He'll get a pair.
That's 4th team foul, too, on Philo. So
Camden Stoner to the line. I should say on the foul, that's his 2nd. And the 2 free throws coming for Jordan Watson. First one on the way is good. He has 10. So Maysville with 4 guys in doubles. You know, of their 83 points, John, 77 have come from 4 guys.
Yes.
One more coming for Watson. You know, they could hit 100, by the way.
Yeah, very possible. Yes.
They keep
way
shooting
this game.
bombs.
Yes.
Watson in and out, rebounded by Strickland. It remains 83-58. Here comes Rusty Trout, crossover dribble, goes to the corner. Bleakney on the way, no good. Rebounded by Drew Wright. He'll go inside, blocked, and picked up by Alex Bob. Alex Bob crosses the timeline, right to left dribble. Nothing cooking. He'll pick up the 3, no good. Rebounded by Drew Wright. And back to Cooper Radcliffe. Radcliffe to the corner. Bleakney on the way. In and out, no good. Rebounded to Ferguson. And here come the Maysville Panthers. Bob comes up with it back to Armstead. Armstead
Nice
inside,
cut.
shot up. Nichols, no good. And a rebound to Philo. And here come the Electrics back the other way. It's Cooper Radcliffe. Radcliffe turnaround dribble, loses it, but a foul called. I think that may be on Watson, and that could be 5 on him.
I think it has to be on Watson, doesn't it? Yep, here comes the sub in. As,
nope, they do not call it on Watson. They call it on Gavin Ferguson.
Oh,
that's his first. So Jordan Watson gets a little bit of a break there. Free throw coming in and out and in for the Electrics.
Yeah, that's
Cooper Radcliffe. One more coming. Wes Armstead's going to sit down with 4:21 to go. Second one on the way is also good for Cooper Radcliffe. And Maysville back with the basketball. 4:10 to go here in the basketball game. And with the ball are the Panthers. That's Gator Nichols behind the back dribble. Goes to the line, picks it up, goes to Gavin Ferguson. Ferguson up off glass is good. Gavin Ferguson has his first basket.
And I believe Philo just turned it over.
So back to the Panthers, 85-60. Alex Bob has the ball. Again, he has been scoreless here in this 4th quarter. Over to Watson, back to Nichols. He'll launch for the 3 short. Rebounded by Maysville, then knocked out of bounds. It will come back to the Electrics. Substitution for Philo will be Carter Crabtree, a 6-foot freshman. He will replace Malachi Strickland. So Strickland will sit down with 5 points. See if both benches start to empty a little bit, Coach. 3:40 to go.
I figure they will, yes.
85-60 in favor of Maysville. It's Talon Preston up off glass and good. And the foul. No, they're going to say hit the guide wire.
Oh, okay.
No basket.
So we'll wave that off.
No basket for Talon Preston. It was a high archer.
Yeah, it was. Yep, had a little help there from the wire.
And Alex Bob crosses the timeline. Drives inside, kicks to the corner. Shot on the way for Nichols, no good. Rebounded inside, up, and it's in. Good basket that time by Jordan Watson. And back the other way comes Talon Preston. He gets his 8th point here of the 4th quarter. 87-62. Jordan Watson drives inside, goes to the corner. Shot on the way, no good on the 3. Rebounded by Maysville. Stolen away, and stolen away by Philo. Here comes Rusty Trout. Trout drives, draws the contact, and he'll go to the line for a pair of free throws. Rusty Trout just 5 points here in the basketball game. Foul will go against Maysville's Alex Bob. That's his third. And 2 free throws coming for Trout. 1 triple, 1 double for Trout, 5 points. First free throw in and out, no good.
Spins in and out.
Yep. Another substitution for the Electrics. Coming in as taking a seat will be Talon Preston. Preston, very good night tonight. He will end with 18 points. Free throw missed, rebounded off to Maysville. That's Gavin Ferguson. Ferguson to Alex Bob. Bob drives inside, off glass. No, in and out, no good. Rebounded offensively. Then back to Gator Nichols. That is Jordan Watson who had the rebound. Watson will pull inside and score the basket.
Nice spin move, up and under.
89-62, 2:20 to go here in the basketball game. On top, Cooper Radcliffe. Radcliffe throws it in off glass, no good. Rebounded by Gavin Ferguson. Here come the Panthers on the run. That's Alex Bob. Crossover dribble right to left, and he'll draw the foul. And I think that's going to put him at the free throw line.
It is, yes.
Personal foul goes against the Electrics. And Alex Bob goes to the line where he has 26 points, including 4 of 4 from the free throw line. And Bob, the 6'1" senior, nails the first one. So he is well above his average. Taking a seat now is Drew Wright for the Electrics. He will exit the night with 7 points, and Bob gets 1 more. Front iron, no good. Rebounded, and it belongs to Bob, and Alex Bob scores the easy layup. 92-62. That's Cooper Radcliffe with the basketball. He will go up off glass and score. Nice job by Radcliffe. And here comes Gator Nichols. Let's see if Maysville tries to run things out here. They nearly get a steal, and they finally do the Electrics. It's Cooper Radcliffe again. Score the basket, draw the foul. Personal goes against Nichols. Basket by Radcliffe. And he'll go to the line. Substitution for Maysville.
Alex Bobbs goes out.
Yep, Landon Iden will come into the game. Nice night for Alex Bob.
Yes, he
missed, and I should say made the free throw. That's Gator Nichols. Into the corner, and then back on top for Jordan Watson. And the drive inside by Nichols, has it stolen away. Steals it back, goes inside, shot up, and it's good for Maysville. That's Cade Rock with his first basket of the night. 94-67 in favor of Maysville. Rusty Trout on top. To the corner, steal by Maysville. Here come the Panthers. Let's see what they decide to do. They'll go into Gator Nichols, and Gator Nichols will be fouled, and he'll go to the line. Maysville will also substitute Cade Pickrell here in just a second. So Maysville pretty much emptying their bench at this point.
As is Philo.
First free throw by Nichols on the way is good. And one more coming for Maysville. Taking a seat is Jordan Watson. Watson sits down. Good night. Had a little bit of foul trouble.
Yeah.
But he will exit the night in double figures. One more coming for Gator Nichols. Second one. Good.
Good. As he goes out.
Yep, Gator Nichols sits down with an excellent night. So Gator Nichols will sit down for the Panthers. And here comes Philo back the other way. Drive inside, then a kick. Another shot inside, shot up, nothing there. Rebounded by Gavin Ferguson and the Maysville Panthers. And let's see what they decide to do. I think they're just going to hold it out there.
Yeah, good job.
So Maysville is going to get out of here with a 96-67 victory. And at times, Philo gave them all they wanted.
Yeah,
in the
second quarter.
Yeah. Philo was down at one point, 45-35, and just couldn't get it done in that decisive third quarter. So the final score is going to end up 96-67 and a kick. So Maysville will have to inbound and let it go from there. So that will do it from the pit here at Philo, where tonight the Maysville Panthers are victorious by the score of 96-67. We'll tally things up, come back here in a few minutes and give you all the final numbers, so stay with us. 96-67 Maysville.
ABC Technical Services has earned a reputation for quality PC and IT services. Contact us today and experience the difference. avctechnicalservices.com.
Now located at 16050 McConnellsville Road in Caldwell, Ohio, Patrons Buckeye Mutual Insurance Company is a mutual insurance company established in 1896 for the purpose of providing insurance coverage to rural Ohio. They offer a product to meet your insurance need, whether it's for a farm, rental dwelling, home in town, secondary or seasonal dwelling, churches, or mobile home. They partner with Grinnell Mutual Insurance Company from Iowa to offer liability coverage to package with their Patrons Buckeye Mutual policy. Call today, 740-305-5121, and follow them on Facebook at Patrons Buckeye.
Your home and your car are likely your two biggest investments. Protecting them from unexpected damage is a prime concern to WB Green Insurance. They are proud to represent Westfield Insurance, a financial service organization that provides insurance products for your home, auto, and business. Sharing knowledge, building trust is Westfield Insurance's pledge to their customers, along with personalized claim service that's fast and friendly. To learn how Westfield can help with your insurance needs, talk to WB Green Insurance today.
I was sitting in my car and it wouldn't start. I lifted the hood and the engine was falling apart. What would I do? My eyes filled with tears. Then on the radio I heard of West 40 by Pay here, where for a little money down and a little each week, I could have a car, nice, shiny, and sleek. So I walked in the door and I put the money down. Now I got a nice car that I can drive around. West 40 by Pay here will help rebuild your credit. The corner of Dewey and Route 40 in Cambridge, don't you forget it.
West 40 Auto Sales, corner of Route 40 and Dewey Avenue in Cambridge, is home of the guaranteed credit approval, with most loans approved while you wait. Go to their website to fill out an online loan application, west40autosales.com. You'll also find their weekly special listed there.
These statements have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease.
What's up?
I'm tired of feeling so bloated.
That used to be me. Then I got this.
Align Bloating Relief plus Food Digestion. A probiotic, right?
Yeah, it works naturally with your gut to help soothe occasional bloating and gas. Plus, it has vitamin B12 to aid digestion by helping convert food to cellular energy. 2 benefits, 1 capsule.
Align Bloating Relief plus Food Digestion from the #1 doctor-recommended probiotic brand. Get $5 off at alignprobiotics.com.
You still thinking job change in the new year?
Yeah, I need something that's in high demand and more stable in this economy.
IT?
Yeah, cybersecurity, maybe even AI.
That's what I did.
Really? How?
Went to My Computer Career. You don't need any prior experience, and you could start your new career in a matter of months. A lot of IT pros go to school there, too, to level up.
Sweet. Are classes online or on campus?
Both.
Wow, I'll check it out. Thanks.
Make this your year. Take the free career evaluation now at mycomputercareer.edu. Financial aid is available for qualified students, including the GI Bill.
And just like that, it's 2024. The new year always comes so fast. The older I get, the simpler my resolutions are. Spending time with family, planning for retirement. But this year, I added protect it all to the list. When my best friend suddenly lost her husband and seeing what her family went through, I realized how important life insurance is. We weren't covered, so I went to SelectQuote.com, and in minutes, we had quotes from multiple carriers. Then, an experienced licensed insurance agent helped us find the right coverage for our budget. I'm 40, and my $500,000 policy was only $16 a month. My husband's also 40, and his $500,000 policy was only $18 a month. And with their same-day coverage, there was no medical exam required, and we were covered by the time we hung up. The holidays were for family, but the new year, it's for protecting them.
Call SelectQuote at 1-800-309-9393 or go to SelectQuote.com to get your free quote. That's 1-800-309-9393. Details on example rate at SelectQuote.com.
Welcome back, everyone. Thanks for sticking around with us. At times, a very entertaining basketball game, but in the end, the Maysville Panthers proved victorious by the score of 96-67. We can also tell you that the JV game tonight was won by Maysville, 53-49, so a clean sweep by the Panthers. Maysville improves now to 7-3 on the season. Philo drops to 4-7 on the campaign. And well, let me double check that. Yeah, Maysville now 7-3. Yep, Philo 4-7. So in the end, it was a lot of Maysville athletic ability, especially driving inside in the second half. Made a lot of threes in the contest. As a matter of fact, they would end the night with 13 made threes. They shot a lot of threes, John, but they made them, especially when they got things rolling at times. Very streaky team.
Well, yeah, and it went back, to that second quarter. The first quarter, man, Maysville shot the eyes out of it from three-point land, and they continued to go to that in the second quarter, and it allowed Philo to get right back in the basketball game as they cut it to 4 there before our man Alex Bob hit a couple of big shots right at the end of at half.
Absolutely.
And then, but Maysville came out in the first 3 minutes of the third quarter and pretty much sealed the deal.
Yeah.
As they got 13 baskets inside the paint in the second half. So that obviously was the difference. And again, turnovers come back to bug the Electrics as they again this time I had them as 21 turnovers in the ball game, and I'm sure they're working on it. They cut them down, but you give a team like Maysville that many extra possessions, and it's going to come back to bite you, and it did tonight. So it'll be interesting to see how the rest of the season plays out. I don't think I'm back over here anymore this season.
No, but you and I think either next Saturday or the following are going to see these Electrics in a non-league game at Shenandoah.
Yes.
So I think that'll be a very good competitive basketball game.
I think you're right.
I haven't seen both teams.
Yeah, that would be a good measuring stick, I think, for us here to see, the difference in the caliber of the MVL against the PVC.
Sure enough.
There, and I think I've kind of, expressed my position on the MVL and how competitive it is from top to bottom. So that'll be an interesting game. Kind of look forward to that. Nothing else to do. We have people tune into that one.
I may hang around in Sarasville for 3 or 4 hours. Who knows? I may get there early. I may stop by your house, John.
Well,
I know the lights won't be on if you see my car coming in the driveway.
Right on Main Street.
Yeah, I would have thought you'd been home, but I guess not.
Well, my dog would have let you know.
Yeah, your dog not going to let me in.
Well, that's true, too. No, he just announce you.
Yeah, okay. And then you come up, boom, boom, with the shotgun. All right, after one quarter, Maysville led 31-12. Philo bounced back in that second quarter, outscoring Maysville 23-14. So, as John mentioned, 45-35 at the break in favor of Maysville. Very competitive at that point. But again, as Coach mentioned, Maysville just came out and blitzed them at the start of the third quarter. And They eventually would outscore the Electrics 32-17 in the third, and then the fourth quarter, Maysville 17-15 makes the final score at 96-67. Before we go to the individual scoring, John, what about numbers for the game from the team standpoint?
On the statistics there, the Maysville Panthers were 35 of 64 for 58%, and the Philo Electrics were 14 of 29 for 48%. So that's Maysville just got more shots on goal as they rack up 96 points. But that's the that was the difference. That first 3 minutes of the third quarter was the death knell for Philo, as Maysville come out, took the ball right inside, got about 4 easy baskets, and from then on it was just no looking back.
All right, let's take a look at some of these final numbers. Maysville would end up with 4 guys in double figures. Gator Nichols, 3 doubles, 3 triples, 5 of 5 from the line, 20 points for Nichols. Wes Armstead, 4 deuces, 5 triples for 23. Alex Bob, the game's leading scorer, 6 twos, 4 threes, 5 of 6 from the line, 29 for Bob. Cade Rock would have a basket for 2. Jordan Watson, 4 twos, 1 3, 3 of 4 from the line for 14. Kane Rohrig had 2 baskets for 4. Sam Scott had a basket for 2. And Gavin Ferguson had a basket for 2. 13 of 15 from the line for Maysville. It adds up to 96. For the Electrics, they would have 3 in doubles. Talon Preston, their leading scorer tonight, 7 field goals, 4 of 8 from the line for 18. Cooper Radcliffe, 3 doubles, 7 of 7 from the line for 15. Malachi Strickland, a tray, 2 of 2 from the stripe for 5. Drew Wright, 2 twos, 1 3 for 7. Rusty Trout, a tray and a deuce for 5. Braden Bleakley, 13 points, all in the second quarter. He had 2 twos and 3 threes for 13. Camden Stoner had a basket for 2. Slade Sprankle was 2 of 2 from the line for 2. 15 of 22 from the line for the Electrics tonight. And final thoughts, Coach?
Well, Maysville has some really good athletes, and they're going to win a lot of ball games this year. And they're already 7-3 on the year, and I think if they just work on their shot selection a little bit and maybe cut down on some of the 3-point shots, because they showed it in the third quarter that they can go inside. And I've always been a proponent that it's a lot easier to score from 2 points or from 2 feet than it is from out there at 18 or 19 feet behind the 3-point arc. So Philo has things that they can correct. They are not uncorrectable, and really better effort tonight, even though the scoreboard didn't indicate it. I think as we get ready, you and I, to do that game at Shenandoah with Philo, that's going to give us a little indication of what Philo will be able to do as they get down, toward tournament time.
All righty, that is going to do it. Again, the final score 96-67. Our thanks to Brett Klein for producing, directing, everything else that needs done. Thanks to all the great fans. Thanks to superfan Bill Marlowe. Thanks to Coach John Sechrist. And we will talk to you again in the near future. But again, Maysville comes away victorious. Have a great night, everybody. Thanks for listening.
This has been a presentation of ABC Sports.